This is the first class. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Industrial relations. Industrial relations. This is the first class. Whatever we studied, the other paper, that's the paper 1, this is paper 2. Industrial relations, are you able to understand anything? What is industrial relations? What is the meaning and what we are going to study in this paper? These are the topics in your syllabus. What is I am showing you in the screen. Today we'll understand the meaning. Then we'll study one by one. What are the factors impacting industrial relations? What are the different components and why this relations is required and what these relations will do. First thing we'll understand the meaning. What is industrial relations? Can any of you tell something about it? What is industrial relations? What you understand? Go by the exact meaning, dictionary meaning, industrial relations. What you understood out of this? But not able to make anything, any meaning out of it. Give some definition, whatever is coming to your mind. Okay, let me help you. Industrial relations. There are two words, industry and relations. You know what is industry, what is relations. So any relations between the employer and employee in an organization, in an industry, any relations. Suppose you are working in an organization, in an industry, you have some relations with your supervisor with your company, with your organization. Similarly, there are many relations in the industry. Relations due to different groups, relations out of trade union, relations out of relations with government, relations with organization, relations with, I said, trade union, labor organization, different groups. So any relations between employer and employee, whoever is working and whoever providing the work, that comes under this topic, industrial relations. So we'll understand the meaning. We'll understand what are the factors determining these relations and what are the different models and what are the different types of relations, how these relations are impacting the business. And if a relation is formed, what it does, what impact it can bring to the business. So that also we'll study. Suppose an organization, one union, one trade union. So it doesn't mean that they will only strike. How they are positively impacting the business, the organization. That also we'll study. Anything does by these relations. it is industrial relations, meaning determinant, models, and different types of unions, economic environment like trade union, formation, recognition, all these things are managerial union, bank, railway, postal, roles and responsibility of different unions, industrial relations trend, and what is the future in India, National Commission in Labor, International Labour Organization, and its impact in Indian industry. All these things are part of this paper. We'll read one by one. All these things, whatever you are seeing, are there in your syllabus. So today we'll understand how it is meaningful to the industry, to the organization. So as I said, any industry, any relations in the industry, in the organization, relations means it could be one-on-one relations, it could be a group of relations between the government, between the organization, between the boss, or it could be a union. Yeah. Relations maybe happens from anything. Like I told you, union, individuals, groups, and different organizations. These are the relations in an industry. And this topic is how this kind of relations impacting the organization. You at least understood what is relations, how it is impacting industry.
Yes, sir.
Next thing is meaning and definition. So I will read. Industrial relations refers to all types of relations between employer and workers, be they at national, regional, or company level, in different level that means, and to all dealing with social and economic issues such as wage setting, working time, and working conditions. So suppose you have a relations with your organization. So this relations is for what? What is your salary? What is your working time? What work you can do? All these things coming out of this discussion, this relations. So it could be with you, with your organization, with your union, uh, with your group of employee. It could be anything. So that relations arises because of many things, such as wage setting, working time, working condition. Suppose you don't like the work environment, so you will ask your organization, okay, suppose the place you are working is too hot, so you'll ask for a fan or AC or whatever. So that means a relation is created out of it. So that is relations. Industrial relations refer to all type of relations between employer and employees, whoever working, whoever the employees, they have some kind of interaction with the employer. In the second point, the term industrial relations comprises industry and relations. Industry means any productive activities in which an individual is engaged. It includes primary activities like agriculture, fisheries, plantation, forestry, horticulture, mining, etc. Secondary activity like manufacturing, construction, trade, transport, commerce, banking, communication, etc. All this meaning industry. Economically speaking, industry means the secondary sector where factors of production, land, labor, capital, and enterprises of four M's. Four M's what? Man, material, money, and machine. When all these things are employed for what? If they are doing some production, or if they are doing some manufacturing in any organization, all these things are engaged and doing some production, manufacturing. That's called industry. Relations means the relations that exist in the industry between employer and employee. The same thing written here. Employer and the manpower workforce. Different authors have different terms of industrial relations in somewhat different way. So what is it? What is said that we have different psychologists, different authors, they are giving different meaning. But the basic concept is the relations between employer and employee. Between and you understand what is relations, what is industry, and how industrial relation is impacting. So we'll study each chapter, whatever they are in your syllabus. The meaning that you understood and different types of relations and how it is impacting we'll study, and what are the different factors determining these relations, that also part of the syllabus. The second bullet is important, term industrial relations. What is like to understand to make you understood. So what is industry, what is relations? So what I suggest you read it so that you can understand better. Industry means any productive activities. What is industry? How you define industry? What are the
ସାର୍
different?
ପ୍ରାଇମେରୀ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଏବଂ ସେକେଣ୍ଡାରୀ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଭିତରେ ଫରକ କଣ ଅଛି ସାର୍?
This is primary industry ମାନେ ଯୋଉଗୁଡା ତମର without the capital expenditure. Suppose what is a given example? Agriculture. ତମେ ଚାଷ ବାସ କରୁଛ କିମ୍ବା ଫିଶରୀ କରୁଛ without any machine, without any, but still there is a industry is going on. We're not installing a plant, you are not doing manufacturing, but you are doing agriculture. ତମେ ଗୋଟେ farm କରୁଛ, broiler farm. That is also one industry, but you are not manufacturing anything. You are farming, you are cultivating. In secondary industry, you are manufacturing, you are doing construction, trade, transport, commerce, banking. That means you need big establishment. That is the main difference. To understand the meaning of industry, it
ఓకే
was
సార్.
categorized in primary and secondary. These are
Yes.
different activities under industry. So there is no hard and fast rule that relations will be there in primary or secondary. Relations will be there everywhere. Just to understand the meaning of industry, it was categorized. That means what this definition is saying, the agriculture, the plantation, the fisheries, forestry, whatever doing, cultivating at your home, that is also industry. ଆମର କିଛି ଜମି ଅଛି, ତମେ ଚାଷ କରୁଛ, ତମେ ସେଥିରୁ କିଛି ଫସଲ ଅମଳ କରୁଛ, ବିକୁଛ, that is also one industry. But it looks like you are not doing that. You are not having any industry. Whenever you are manufacturing something, we traditionally call it an industry. But we do a lot of things which is also industry. Suppose you have a business of catering, you are cooking, you are supplying food, and that is a regular business. That is also one industry. Maybe you don't need a big plant, big machineries for this, but you are running one industry. Whatever doing at your agriculture, your farm, that is mainly coming under primary industry. And there are a lot of small scale industry. There are another important thing we'll read characteristics and objectives. These two maybe we'll read in the one class. But today we understand what is the relations, what it is impacting, how it is impacting to the organization business. What is the meaning of this paper, industrial relations? Can anyone give some meaning, some definition, some understanding what you understood? Suppose I will ask you,
No, sir.
what is the meaning of industrial relations? So you should able to write, elaborate something. What is the meaning and definition of industrial relations? What is industry? What is relations? And what are the different types of relations? Relations between you and your organization, relations between your trade union and your organization, relations between the employee and the government. Any relations impacting the business is coming under this. This is the class we'll take during the same time where we are starting 9 o'clock. So once your course is finished, the first paper will continue this second class in the same time. The first paper maybe will take another 2 or 3 class, and depending on your revision, your study, if any paper you are not able to understand, if any question in any topic, so we'll repeat that
Okay, sir.
and we'll continue this paper at the same time. The first paper you go through it. I will send you the complete syllabus, complete course today or tomorrow. Then you go through it. If any topic in the first paper you are not able to understand, you want more focus, then we'll discuss. We'll take another couple of class to revise those topic, whatever we studied. And this one will continue at the same time. Next class will be on Monday. We'll continue this characteristics and types of relations, impact of relations, characteristics of industrial relations, and what are the different objectives, why this relation is required, and what they do for the organization. We'll study that. Monday we'll have another class. So either we'll discuss this, we'll continue this, or we'll continue with paper one. But Monday we'll have one class, 9 o'clock.
Okay, sir.
Today we'll not take any break. We'll go to class before break. This syllabus I'll send you. Go through it. In the next class, we'll have a discussion and we'll extend, we'll further complete one by one. But what I want, you just go through the syllabus and understand the paper. What is there, what is not there. This is a theory paper, but there are some interesting topic which you can participate, you can discuss in further class. Okay, thank you. You have
Thank you,
given
sir.
your attendance.
Yes, sir.
Anyone, if you forgot, you give your attendance, your name and roll number in the chat box and see that.